Cutton Lakes are located in Chelmer Village, close to Chelmsford in Essex, but are actually better known as the A12 Lakes due to their close proximity to the road. There's certainly something very satisfying about sitting there, rods in the water, waiting for the fish to bite, whilst watching the traffic go by, busy people in a hurry to get from A to B. There's now 3 lakes on site, a new 1.5 acre match lake having recently been opened to the public. So whatever your bag, there's the facilities here to give you some great fishing. The match lake aside, there's 2 other specimen lakes aimed squarely at carp anglers. The smaller of the 2 is some 4.5 acres in size and is heavier stocked with carp up to £30 plus. As an average though, an angler would expect to catch fish between £8 and £15. It's definitely the easier of the 2, and pretty standard tactics should give you some success, and over a 24-hour period you'd expect to be catching. The larger lake though is a bit harder, but as you'd expect the rewards are better. The lake record here stands at £40 4 ounces, and there's 6 known 30s with a whole host of others knocking on the door. An average catch would be around £18 to £22, but at 6.5 acres the lake is lighter stocked and you do have to work that bit harder. Both lakes are beautifully planted and look stunning, and the swims are all dug nicely with good access for rods and shelters in every swim. The smaller of the specimen lakes can be fished on a turn up and pay basis, whereas the larger lake you need to pay a one-off membership fee of just £6.50 a year before you can fish. To ensure great value for money, Cutton Lakes allow you to fish separate day or night sessions, so you're not paying for the full 24 hours if you're not going to be fishing that long. A great way of doing it that saves anglers paying for unnecessary time on the complex. On both lakes there's lots of little nooks and crannies where the carp can hold up, and chucking a rod straight out into the middle of the lake is not always the best option by far. One of the best features of the lakes are the security fences that not only run around the entire perimeter of the complex, but actually between each lake itself. This ensures that should the worst happen and the lakes flood, none of the stocks can actually travel between them. As well as this, of course, unwelcome intruders, both human and animal, can be kept out by the fence. These days on any fishery, security is vital for giving anglers peace of mind. There's plenty of car parking available, not a far barrow's push to the swims, and another great feature of the complex is the shop, which sells a great deal of tackle and bait, as well as vital supplies such as food and drinks. Most of the top names in tackle can be found there, and it's always handy if you run out of a few bits. All in all, Cutton Lakes, or the A12 Lakes, whatever you prefer to call them, are a great place to fish. There's carp here to £40 plus, which will satisfy most, plenty of water to fish into, and enough facilities on site to keep you happy for a good few days. It is close to the A12, yes, but once you're set up and fishing, the sound of the road becomes largely incidental and certainly doesn't infringe on your enjoyment in the slightest. You'll get a warm welcome from the staff, and they're always on hand to help out if you need any advice on how to fish the complex, or indeed about any aspect of the sport. Get online to get further details on how to book, or give them a ring directly. I'm sure you won't regret it.